Yesterday we talked about first 7 tips about on the first date. And again, I want to remind you that I'm Coach Maria, and we are on Match Guarantee channel, and we are continuing to talk about 15 top first date tips with beautiful Ukrainian women. And I remind you again about first 7. So yesterday we talked about be a good listener, put yourself in her shoes, and empathy rather than sympathy. Look for her good points, of course. Keep in touch. And why does she have such a point of view? I don't know. We covered this point or not. I cannot remember this because yesterday I was so emotional about my work. So, and we talked about respecting her opinion too. Yeah, we got up to 5 points, I think. Yeah, maybe. So maybe I have to check with my agenda. But anyway, we are continuing on accepting imperfections of her. And before we start, I want you to ask again to type specific comments of situations in your relationships, and maybe you have some fears or self-limiting beliefs, or maybe you have something in your mind which is repeating and going on all the time. So we can work these situations online, and I can give you maybe like a big answer, or I can give you a hint how you can start to fix your mind code. So okay, and also I hope you are subscribed to our channel so you don't miss any videos and any sessions. And I hope you liked my videos because I'm trying to do my best actually. And every time I'm so nervous and I'm preparing well, but every time I'm missing something. But anyway, I hope it will be good today. Yeah, thank you guys for your opinion. Yeah. So let's start. Okay, accept her imperfections even on the first date. If you see that she has something wrong or something different according to your image in your head, in your mind. So anyway, try to open these imperfections and see what's beautiful is in these I don't know, weak points of her. So just be tolerate and be I don't know, be acceptable, because most of us are not doing we are actually all doing the best as we can from moment to moment, and we are actually working to reduce the number of negative sides of our personalities. And it's like it's a long time project. We cannot say that we can fix something negative and after this it will be totally perfect and we didn't have to work on ourselves or we don't need to improve ourselves. No, it's a long process, because when we get to point B, anyway, we face some difficulties, anyway, we have some struggles, and of course we have some weaknesses which are shown with our experience. Yeah, going well. My afternoon, plenty of sun. Yay, that's so nice because we have sunny weather today in Kiev, but it's not that warm as it's supposed to be in May. So, yeah, I already had a walk and took some sunlight. Okay, next point is what are you choosing, right or happy? Being right or being happy. So you know that it's so easy to get into this position where you are wrong and I'm right, because you have to decide together actually with your partner, and even from the first date. Are you discussing who's right and who is wrong, or you are trying to find this happiness point in your communication. So of course, be focused on being happy instead of being right. Even if you see that she says something wrong, or she says some weird things, which of course might happen because we are all nervous on the dates. And yesterday, after our session, I have talked to my friend who lived in the US with me for a couple of months, and we discussed these relationships and behavior and how we act on the first dates. And of course, we are all nervous. Doesn't matter how many dates we had before, but I don't know. She said that she's hiding her fear, and that she's nervous. She starts to smile a lot, actually, and she starts to laugh sometimes because she's so I don't know, she's so tight, she's so in how can I say it, she's so focused on how to behave and how to look good in his eyes, that she needs to get reduced some to get this relief, from the stress. So of course, you have to be acceptable. Yeah, you have to pay attention to her behavior, and that's normal. I just want you to remind that go on the first date as you are going on the meeting with your old friend who you have not seen for a couple of years, or maybe for 10 years or 20 years, doesn't matter. But it will give you some new emotional feeling, and you'll be relaxed too. A woman is always right if you want an easy life. No, I think it's just a limiting belief, actually, because you cannot say that a woman is always right. You have to. It's again, it's about balancing, because in Ukraine we actually believe that uh, a man is the head of the family, and he's in charge of everything, and he is the first, and he is the leader in family, and we are behind him because he's protecting, he's our security, he's our leader, and we are those who are taking care, who give love, who, I don't know, who just give all these emotional and nice feelings to him. So I wouldn't be so I don't know, so focused on this phrase like a woman is always right. No, it's about feeling. It's more about attitude, because a woman needs to be respected first of all, and woman needs this feeling that she's secured, and she is valuable, and she's protected by her man. So that's all. That's very different to the West. It is different. So maybe that's why we have some misunderstandings, and or some rough moments when we are trying to keep this marriage with foreigner, because we need to learn his mindset, and he has to learn her mindset, to avoid these minds and avoid some creepy moments in relationships. So again, let's go back to our points. So of course, it's first of all, you have to give yourself a right not to be perfect, and remind yourself from time to time that it's much more important to be happy than to be right, even if this person doesn't behave as you would like to. But you can always share your conditional yeah, share your emotional feelings, your what your opinion about her behavior, but do it of course on in intimate communication, when you are alone with her. But don't do this when you are around friends or around relatives or something, especially her relatives. That's like a taboo, actually. So when you are going to the date, And when you are trying to picture this beautiful lady of your life, you have to remember that life is finite, because we're sometimes we sometimes give ourselves too long period for choosing, for deciding, for taking decisions, for I don't know, for something else, because we think that we have like 100-year life, and we are too reflexive. We are not taking. We don't take actions actually. We just laying on couch and we spend too much time in our heads just thinking about something. Okay, it would be great to have this, and it would be great to have, I don't know, maybe such woman, or it would be great to, I don't know, to go for the trip, or go to the date, because we just delay our happiness, and we are actually we freeze ourselves, yes, in this moment, and we sometimes will live in the past, or we live in the future. We don't live now in this moment, in present time. So of course, ask yourself sometimes, and I'm doing this too. It's actually a strong and powerful exercise. Just ask yourself, how many additional compliments and "I love you" gestures would you make if you find out that you have 3 months to live? And would you waste your time on arguments and delaying your goals and wishes? And how much more time would you spend with your loved ones? Yes, with our relatives, with our closest friends. Because the reason that we often procrastinate on these things is that we assume that the life will go on forever, and that will get us around to them one day. So it's okay to ask what the lady would like to do on the first date, or will she expect you to take the lead in everything? Well, it depends on the on your woman actually, and of course, before coming to Ukraine, and before your first date, you will communicate with your girl or with your lady, and even in this communication, you can ask her about her preferences, what she would like to see, or where she would like to go, or maybe she has some suggestions in her mind. So just be open, and she's not a dragon, or she will not bite you or eat you or do something negative with you. So just she is afraid as you. So just be open. Big guy from Norway is okay for Ukrainian woman. Well, okay, yes, yes. I told yesterday on my live session that I had a date. I was a translator yesterday with Norway man and Ukrainian lady. So, yep, Ukrainian ladies like big men. They prefer such appearance of men. Okay, guys, if I miss some your comments, just copy them and send them again, because I have so many texts here, and but I'm trying to follow. Anyway, yeah, that's very different to the West. Yeah, I've read it. We need time to understand each other, of course, and because you need time to actually in communication before you come to the first date to Kiev. Yeah, you already see how a person thinks, and how she reacts to some situations. Of course, it will be on the verbal communication, but you are always welcome to ask about what are your favorite movies, what is your language of love, and ask about something, I don't know, personal, like childhood, and ask about like nice moments, and maybe what flowers she like, or maybe what is her, I don't know, perfect day, how she would like to spend it, and what she would like to to have in her perfect day, and be ready to answer the same question from her. So yep. Is it okay to ask? Yeah. So is it okay? The lady. Is it okay to ask what the lady would like to do on the first date? Again, yes, it is. It's normal to ask. And of course, they might expect that you will be the leader of all these situations. But if she's from Kiev, you can ask her about the places where she would like or recommend to go. And if she's not from Kiev, she's from different town or city in Ukraine. Just Google some nice places and discuss with her where what does she think about these places. And if you have prepared some program, I know that these places are good, what do you think about this, and I want to know your opinion because we will be spending our time together, so I want you to enjoy this time as you would enjoy it too. So which page is what I can chat with UK girls? UK, you mean Ukrainian, or UK, you mean United Kingdom? Because you can email, you can send your mail on info@magicguarantee.com, and Joseph or his managers will send you all the instructions about this, because I'm not in charge of this section. It's not my mine, not my business. So I'm more about transforming your mindset and help you guys to solve your problems with your uh, previous experience. And oh, the sun is just in my eyes. So, and help you to work on your skeletons in your closet. So in what situations does she expect the man to take the lead? And as this is interesting, we are expecting men to be the leader in situations of where to go, or maybe, okay, the real example. We expect that a man will ask what we like or what we would like to do, and then he will take some actions and give it to us. For example, if you decide to go on the trip to Europe or somewhere, yes, of course, we are waiting that you will ask about the country. You will ask about I don't know, maybe preferences according to hotel, and then you just ask for our passport and buy some trip, and let us, and yes, of course, let us know about the dates, and ask if we are okay and we are open to have a vacation with you, if you already have some relationships. And if you just met this woman, we are waiting that you will choose restaurant for the first date, and you will message us after the first date, and we are waiting that the next date will be on the next day, of course. And it's great when you spend more time with her, because I recommended to have the first date only for 1 hour, not more, because you give yourself some time to realize what's going on, how you react to this woman, how do you feel with this woman, and you give her some time to decide whether she likes you or not. So on the second date, you can spend maybe 2 or 3 hours and discuss some personal stuff like childhood again, and what are her how does she see her life in the future, and what's her perfect day, and what's her perfect relationships, and what does she value in her in her partner, and what's important in her family life. So you can ask about her parents, of course, and what relationships do her parents have, because when she will talk about her parents, you might find out some strong points and some weak points, because well, that's normal that we somehow we repeat the behavior of our parents if we don't work on ourselves and we don't improve it. And of course, we repeat the behavior with our partner in our life. So it's not. It doesn't happen only in Ukraine. It happens to all people. That's how our mindset works. If marry Ukrainian woman, will she be okay with staying in Ukraine without K1 visa? Why is I'm sorry. What? Why is I'm thinking of returning in Ukraine? Thanks. So brains in black buffer. Are you? What country are you from? And are you thinking to come back to Ukraine and stay here? Of course, this works too. I have a friend who is married with Turkish man, and they live in Ukraine in small town because she didn't want to move to Turkey, and he's okay to stay in Ukraine, and they have happy life, and they have already bought some flat, and they have business here, and they are pretty much happy, and he has friends here, and he's communicating well, and he speaks Russian well, so there is no problem until you are okay with all the situation, as far as I understood it right. Hello, I'm coming to Ukraine 22nd of May and are gonna date girls there with help from match guarantee. For the first date, is casual business look okay and bring flowers and or sweets? Yep, casual business is okay, and I recommended before. I recommended yesterday that don't bring some expensive watches if you have, or some sunglasses with brands, because well, some women are kind of too addicted to brands. So I didn't want you guys to be taking advantage of your money, of course, because um, yeah, I would not recommend to wear some brand stuff, some brand clothes, and expensive accessories. Just maybe semi-casual or business look will be great, and bring flowers, of course. You can ask before what she like, what kind of flowers she prefers, because maybe she might have some allergy to a specific kind of flower, or you can ask about her favorite chocolate here, or you can bring chocolate from your country, and because it's so nice. I remember on the first date, a guy from Norway, he brought a box of Norway chocolate, and we opened this box, and we started to learn on his native language what was written on this box. So it was a great experience, and we did something together. And I don't know how much time. I think 7 or 9 months left, and I'm still having this taste of this chocolate and the smell. And I remember the face of this guy who was so excited, and he felt so strong and so powerful because he was learning. He was trying to help me learn his language. So that's a great hint, actually, and to get some common moments together. So yeah, that's a great idea with chocolates or sweets. You get a lot of guys from Norway. I don't know. I had a date only with one guy, but I know that a lot of guys from Germany, a lot of guys from Norway come to Ukraine, and they are looking for Ukrainian ladies. Because when I asked my first date, I don't know, partner or okay man, anyway, he said that I didn't want to date a female version of me. So that means that he has been in Ukraine before, so he finds that Ukrainian ladies are feminine. They are good looking. They are paying attention to their outfit, to their bodies, and we do nails, we do makeup all the time, and we look pretty, we look nice, we are soft, we can look with admiration to our men, of course, and that's the most powerful and attractive. We can be grateful, and of course we are grateful, and we really trust and believe in our men, and we are supportive, of course, and we are more focused on having family and having some self-made projects. Yes. Okay, I'm from Sweden, and we have nice chocolate here. We'll bring some then, of course. Yes, it's always a good um, a good a good sign from you, of you actually, to the woman, when you bring something for her and from your country. So it warms her heart, and she I don't know, she turns into a child who was waiting for present, and she was like, yay, I have something special for me. And that's amazing. Yeah, and it really works, even with some, I don't know, snow queens and some ladies who are so serious and pretend to be so, I don't know, like busy, like business style women. So anyway, it works. And it shows you will preparing for this date, and it shows that you were thinking of her before you came to this date. So, yep, thanks for your comment. It was a great question. Yeah, I shall bring some UK Cadbury's chocolate. It's the best. Yeah, you can bring something what you like and share it with her, and you can bring and you can buy flowers to share, to show her, to show your attitude and respect to her. Yeah, another advice video I saw said I should wear a nice watch, not to show off, but to look nice and show that I have some money to be a good provider. No, on the first date, do not do this, please. No, I would not recommend it at all. It doesn't work. It works good for scamming actually, but it doesn't work good for real relationships. I will bring the tortons. I don't know what is it, but I would like to try. Bring me one, please, and leave it for Joe. Um, got one last question. When a girl have English knowledge little, can she talk some then or need translator? I face such problems when a girl speaks English not so well, and they use help of translators. But I don't know. It's like a negative side of our Ukrainian ladies when they well, some of them, they start preparing themselves and they start to learn. When they have chosen each other, she starts to learn language. She starts to learn history of this country, rules, culture, laws, maybe, and start to prepare herself for moving to this country. But some girls, they think that they are queens, and they don't do any actions to show that she's interested in. And of course, guys, if she has a little English and she doesn't take any courses, it means that you will face some difficulties in communication and understanding each other, because she's not interested in these relationships. Because what I'm facing, sometimes women are more interested in moving out from Ukraine, and I don't know, they don't think about how I will feel and how I will behave in the country when I will leave Ukraine. So that's like one side of Ukrainian ladies. But anyway, we are still improving them, and anyway, I'm pushing my programs, and I'm pushing some coaching for these women, because I know it's hard for men to deal with such situations. That's what I know from previous marriages. I don't know, a couple matchmaking, or how do you define it? Doesn't matter. So, got one last question. When a girl has, oh yeah, I answered this question. So I would look for a girl who has intermediate or pre-intermediate English, because that shows that she at least can communicate with you and spend some time with you, and without a translator, and you can have some intimate atmosphere, and you can share your feelings with her. So filter filter your ladies with level of English too, and with her intents of learning actual English or your native language. Because I have a friend who has a man in Turkey, and she started to learn Turkey, and she visited this country several times, and she stayed there alone, and he didn't know about this, because she wanted to find out how she would feel in this country, and if this country is acceptable for her or not. And she learned people in this way, the culture, and some, you know, the atmosphere there. So women are totally different here in Ukraine. You just need to find yours. Everyone now has to send Maria chocolate from around the world. Yep. Why do so many women want to leave Ukraine so much? Is it bad over there? No, it's not bad, but actually, I don't know. It's kind of demographic question and political question, and many people, not only women, many people who travel a lot, as, either they travel a lot and keep some businesses here, and which are financially profitable, and that's why they don't leave country, but they may have citizenships in different countries and some properties. So they live for two countries, for example, Austria or and Ukraine, or Turkey and Ukraine, because anyway they have some relatives here. And people who, of course, travel, and they decided to move. They see the different level of living, yes, different level of security, different level of people's attitude to each other, and they decided, I want to live today, now, like this. I don't want to waste my time, and I don't want to wait till my country and my nation will grow up, because we are not that grown up still, and that's what I faced when I came back to Ukraine from the US. It was 3 months of depression, actually, because I have seen these grumpy faces who don't smile, and they were so negative and disrespectful sometimes. When while in the US, yeah, people are all smiling, they are tolerate, they respect each other, they can ask you, how's your day, how do you like the US, how do you like staying in the US, how what's do you need any help, if they see that I'm struggling some moments, and do you need ride, they are polite. Of course, we have some improvements here in 10 years, that's what I'm noticing, but still I'm thinking of moving to different country too, or at least travel a lot and keep my property here. So it's hard question, really. You can ask this question on maybe second or third date, to your lady. That's important too. Hello, Maria. Do you recommend some way to learn a little Russian or Ukrainian? Maybe could be suggested some website. You can go to Busu site, or you can just use Google Translator. It's a good one. But I don't know. if you want to learn some compliments or comment or some nice things, you can just type me and I will send you, or maybe we can prepare some list of phrases to you guys if you are so concerned about this. I think it's nice to let your girl know that you are willing to learn her language when she's learning yours. I think I will take the pressure of both of us. I think it will take the pressure of both of us. You can learn both languages. You can, yeah, of course, you will. It would be great if you learn Russian, because sometimes we are speaking to ourselves in our native language and we make some noise above, well, under our nose. I don't know the real phrase of this expression. I mean, but of course, if you are so concerned, if you are serious about marrying with Ukrainian lady, it would be great for you actually to learn Russian or not Ukrainian, more Russian language, because we mostly speak Russian and Ukrainian, and it's kind of familiar. So yeah, in this way you can just hear some words and you will understand how does she feel, and maybe it's even great to learn emotional conditions words about feelings, about her mood, and in this way she even might tell you how does she feel in Russian, and you will understand, and you will mark that okay, something's going wrong, or I heard this, it means that she's having some difficulties or some problems, and I need to find the way how I can help her, or how I maybe I need to leave her alone for a couple of minutes, or I don't know, hours, or maybe she needs some help, or maybe she needs to talk to her friends, or maybe she just needs something else. So yeah, if you learn her language, it would be a big benefit for you, first of all, to understand her more. And of course, I suggest such couples to speak with babies with two languages, so it's it's beneficial too. Because I know a couple in Germany. She's Ukrainian, and he's actually Ukrainian, but they moved when he was 2 years old. So he grown up in Germany, and he speaks German very well. And she talks to baby in Russian, and he talks to baby in German, no, in English, and in this kindergarten they speak in German, so this baby knows 3 languages already. Yeah, я люблю тебя, no, it's I love you means, and it's too strong, and it actually it will push you away from lady. She will push you away actually from herself, because it's too strong, it means a lot. And we don't say I love you on the first dates. It's not natural to us, and it's not she will not believe you actually. She might smile, but okay, she will think, this guy is not that serious, and I would not live with him for sure, because maybe he says this I love you phrase to every second girl, because we are so suspicious sometimes. So there you go. I started learning a little on my own. Yep. That's great. Okay, what's next on our agenda? Stop trying to change her, of course. Because you need to be acceptable, and remember that you did not choose the person because of her potential to be the person you wanted her to become. So you got together because you loved each other, and in the first flash of love, maybe you were focused only on good things and positive ones. So of course, don't try to change her, or don't try to adapt her to your life, because she has some habits, she has some routine, she has some preferences too. So please do not try to change, or she will be adjusted to your environment, but or to your world. But don't wait that she will turn as she will behave as you like, as you want her to behave. And of course, ask sometimes yourself, how do you feel actually when someone lists and compliments you on your good points, and how do you feel towards a person who lists and criticizes you all the time about your failings? So just ask yourself from time to time, and take a moment to consider how this might make her feel actually. So what's next? Value the differences, because on the differences we learn, and you can expand, your inner world, and you can learn more when we learn on differences. And that's actually the great point. When you are all the time in learning position, it means that it won't be boring when you have relationships with foreign lady. It means that you may look on your own culture and on your own history or nation from different perspective. So you will learn about yourself more, you will learn about herself, about her culture, and you will learn about your culture a lot, because she will ask, I hope, different questions about some moments, about traditions. And that's great when you start to realize things which you were thinking by default, with default mode. Yes, which you just accepted and it was normal for you, and you were not thinking why is it so, and why do we have such traditions, and why do we have some celebrations, and why do we have such habits or behavior. Yeah. And what else? Values differences, that's what I told you. So guys, do not expect your lady to be clairvoyant, that's for sure, because you need to well, I'm telling all ladies, doesn't matter if they are married with foreigner or with Ukrainian guy. Do not expect anybody to be clairvoyant, because we cannot read people's minds. And take responsibility for the effects of your communication, because, well, good intentions are not enough, really, and especially when you have a Ukrainian lady around you. So it's not enough to mean well when communicating, because people can only respond to what and how you communicate. So that means that they cannot read your mind and know what you meant, because when you say something, you already said it and you cannot change it. So you must communicate with responsibility for the responses you get from her. And if she does not respond in as you had expected, you need to change the communication strategy with her, and otherwise you will just have ineffectual communication and misunderstanding, and she will be angry, she will be I don't know, she will be annoyed somehow, she will be stressful, you will be embarrassed too, and you don't need such results, of course. You look wonderful today. Yeah, thank you. I'm doing my best. um, Interpersonal communication can be a little bit like, I don't know. I compared it to minefield at first, because you go blindly rushing, and with this good intention, you are getting some particular result. And sometimes you might step on a few mines, but there is no point in blaming these mines, because it's important. It's more important to figure out the most effective way of getting across these mines. Yes. So when you figure out how she reacts to some words, how she behaves with her body to some words and phrases, and what are her facial expressions, and how she, I don't know, how she reacts on some proposals from you. Uh, it's a great hint to see this. To see how good you are in communication, in conversation, because when you communicate with your business partner or friend, it's totally different when you communicate with Ukrainian lady. You cannot go straight, and you cannot ask questions with strong words. I mean, like, I don't know. We are having a date tonight or tomorrow at that place at that time. No, it will be kind of rude and offensive to her. I would suggest I would suggest you to give her a choice. Yes, but first of all, you need to decide what are the options you are ready to give to her. So behave with her sometimes like like she's a child, because she will be nervous. And anyway, you have to be a leader of this conversation, of this situation. Yes, you need to control what's going on, because that's what she is expecting from you. And be ready to have some options for her. Okay, would you like to meet tomorrow? Yes, from, I don't know, maybe from 3 to 5 p.m. or from 5 till 7 p.m. And yes, be open to discuss it, and don't be so straight and don't be so strict, and limit yourself in some boundaries. But of course, you have to see, this goal where you want to come, this point B, because if you will give her the right to lead, you might go totally in a different direction. So if you have some questions, or maybe some situations, just type me, and we will discuss some specific moments on the dates. Or maybe if you wanna get some examples, you can ask about them too, and I will share them, because it's already 1 hour of my talking, and I hope you are not tired of me. Yep. And of course, on the first date, even on the first date, you can, when you are involved in communication with lady, you are associated, and sometimes you have to be dissociated from this communication. Just put your back on the chair and ask yourself, do I like her? Am I feeling myself as a man with her? And what are her unique, qualities? What are her unique points, and what I like in her already? Maybe lips, maybe eyes, maybe hair, maybe voice, maybe smell, maybe something else. And fix these points in your mind, of course. And I told you yesterday, it would be great if you text her after the first date and you liked her and you see that she likes you too. Just text her, okay, I'm thinking about your, I don't know, dress. I'm thinking about your voice. I cannot forget your, I don't know, whatever, your eyes or your smile, something that will make you feel, a little bit higher, and something that will make her smile for sure. So that one my points. And of course, take the long-term view, because when you have relationships, it's it's normal to have difficult moments, and ask yourself, is it important to be right or happy for you? So sometimes it's important to back off and avoid some hurtful comments and recognize that the person is a human as you are, and nobody is perfect, and she will make some mistakes, you will make some mistakes. Just be relaxed and enjoy your time, and uh, try to find what you can learn from her, what you like in her, what's in is inspiring in her, and what emotions and yeah what emotions you feel with her. That's important. Is it difficult for Ukrainian girl to be free from work 1 or 2 weekends to visit my country? If it would go well, and I like a special girl, and she's interested in me. It depends on her job, and you need to ask this girl for sure, because a lot of girls work as a freelancers, a lot of girls have businesses, a lot of girls are employed. So it depends. Actually, I have my own business, so I could take some day offs for 5 days and leave my country and go to different one and spend time with my ex-man already. But anyway, yeah, so it depends. It depends, and you need to ask your woman. But of course, she will find this 2 week gap. Yes, 2 week time period for you, if you have already some communication and you came to Ukraine and you spent some time with her, or maybe you went on the weekend to a different country. And of course, I'm suggesting all the couples to spend some weekend on a neutral territory, go to Europe or go to, I don't know, somewhere, or find this middle point on the map and meet there. So that's great too, because um, you come here to her country, and she knows the rules, and it's great when she sees and you see her in different circumstances, in different environment, and how she would behave with different people, and how she would behave in the country where she has never been. That would be a great actual experience for you, and you will find out a lot about her, how she reacts, why she's turning, what turns her and triggers in negative emotions, and what makes her upset, or what makes her angry, or what makes her, I don't know, feel something else, and what she's enjoying and what she likes, and what else, how what is her actually health, because maybe she will get tired so fast, and you will find out that she might have some problems with health. I'm sorry, I'm starting to cannot cannot um cannot talk for a long time. What else? What else do you have, guys? Because I was trying to cover tips, top tips for the first date with beautiful Ukrainian ladies. But I don't know. I would not mark myself a dating coach, but I'm more transformational coach. But now I'm helping you with dates. And of course, I want you to remind that you have to be subscribed on our channel to stay tuned and know, and I don't know, not to skip my videos and my live sessions. And of course, we have some programs about cancer, some donation programs, and because Joseph, he's willing to help Ukrainian children, because we have some um, problems in our medicine. Yes, on the government level, actually. And we have some donation programs international, and we have in Ukraine our in country programs. And yep, we are open, and anyway we willing to help children. And actually I'm helping teenagers to to work on their mindsets and improve themselves. And I'm willing to help people anyway. It doesn't matter what age and what their nationality is. And at the end of May, I will have some worships for teenagers, Ukrainian teenagers who are not from good families actually. And I will help them to learn how to communicate, how to behave, how to find out what are your emotions, what are their psychotype, what are their instruments, what they have already good in themselves, and what they can improve, and what results they can have. So yeah, I am kinda determined to improve my country anyway. Are most Ukrainian girls nervous when they are on the first date? Sorry for all questions, but not long time left before I'm there, and it's reality. Yeah, it's all people are nervous, and I'm nervous too. And when I'm going on the dates. Well, it was a long time ago, actually, but I'm getting nervous, and I see that some girls are getting nervous. But anyway, when she's nervous, it's a good sign for you that that shows that she's interested in this date, and she's interested already in you, and that's why she has these emotions and hormonal reactions in her body, and something is balling in her body, and she might, no, she might be nervous, and that's great. Actually, that's a great hint for you guys. It means that she is open, and she is interested, and she is ready to. She was preparing for this date, and that's great. So turn this sign in for your I don't know, good result. Yeah, it's great. And when you are nervous, it shows that you are involved in these relationships. It means that she turns you on, and it means that you start to feel something, and you want to move, and you want to do something. You want to take some actions for her. So that's great. That's anyway. When you feel something with any woman, that's already a good sign, really, because when you are neutral, and when you you're not taking care if she's with you or not, or just a person who talks about herself, and you are not interested in this communication, that's the bad sign. And I would suggest mm, to uh, to stop this date as soon as possible. Be polite, of course, but just stop this date, and don't waste her time, don't waste your time, and keep going, and keep looking for different lady. If she will not be interested in you, will you yeah, if she will not be interested in you, will she be direct with you? mm, it I don't know, because it's kind of general question. It's hard for me to answer. If she's not interested in you, it means that she has some goals according to you, but she's not interested in you as a person. So of course it's kind of alarm to you that she might need your resources, and she's looking for you as an investor, yeah, as like a money provider. Because well, Joseph is paying attention to women who he's he is I don't know, preparing, yes, for you. But some people are tricky, and I had some experience when foreigner was not honest, and he was not honest with Joseph. He was not honest with his lady, and then she turned to be his wife, and he has so many lies, and he has so difficult. It was a problematic actually client, but even for me, but we found the solution for the situation. But guys, mm, it's again, it's according to a person. It's also individual, and there are so many cases, like big ones, like positive ones, negative ones, doesn't matter. So anyway, if you will be subscribed to, and maybe I will share some cases with you on the next videos or live sessions. I don't know. You can ask and comment below this video, or mail some. Well, it would be better to comment on this video. What would you like to talk about, or what would you like to find out? Because I'm watching your comments too, and I'm replying sometimes from Match Guarantee channel. It's not always Joseph who's replying or his managers. Sometimes it's me, and I will just leave a note that it's Maria. So please, yeah, polite, not police. But I'm sorry, I didn't say police. Maybe it's a microphone or my pronunciation, which is not that good as it was before. But anyway, my experience is that Ukrainian women are very polite, yeah, and they do not want to hurt or upset you, so they may not be as direct as you prefer. Just my thoughts. Yep, we are not direct. We are not that straight, and we are more embarrassed, and we get shy so easy sometimes. And guys, don't talk about sex on the first days. Don't ask how many exes she had. Don't try to discuss her previous marriages if she had once. Sorry, before. What else? Don't be rude and offensive, of course. Because I had even with in relationships, guys, they sometimes, okay, he was so nice and beautiful and well behaved on first dates, but when they started to date later, and they start to live together, he was so offensive. He was so rude. He was so negative. He was so about himself only, that there was no space for her in these relationships. And of course, she was so shy, and she could not even say to his straight to his face that sorry guy, but I'm not enjoying these relationships anymore. But she was so afraid to leave him because he was kind of manipulating with her. So there are a lot of weird cases in my experience. So if you need any help in Ukraine, you can, or in different country, doesn't matter, you can just contact me or email to Match Guarantee and ask for Marie help. And of course I'm open to help you. And we are discussing our fee, and it doesn't matter. So of course, some help and advice I give instantly to my clients, who just call to my cell phone, and we talk for 10 minutes, and I'm not charging them. So guys, I'm a person, and I face some difficulties too, and if I need any help, I know that some clients of some of my clients are helping me back if I have some questions too. And they're easily sharing some stories, some intimate moments in their relationships, because I need sometimes to find out the results of some stories or some situations, and so I can help other clients. So yeah. Hi, I was helping an Ukrainian girl because she quit her job as a doctor, and I'm helping her financially. Is that the right way or wrong one? Well, if you can, Really, it will be so great and nice of you, because it shows that you are serious and you are ready to take care of her. And of course, financial part is really important. And we recorded already some video with Joseph about money issues, and why what does money mean for Ukrainian lady. Of course, it's first of all, it's money. It's why. Well, okay, guys, from science and from psychological my knowledge and experience, I'm telling you that all women are focused on money because it's all in our instincts, okay? And it's not logical, it's not, it's instincts, and we can accept it or not. It doesn't matter that she's looking at you as like a bancomat, or like I don't know, a money purse or whatever, or money wallet. It's instincts. If you have money, it means that you can give her security. If you have money, it means that she can be safe tomorrow. It means that she can give to her children, to your children. Yes, all she can cover all these needs when you have money, and this will make her feel relaxed and secure. And if we don't have, this European style when we share our budgets. Of course, we kind of have it sometimes in our Ukrainian relationships, and people kind of get used to it. But historically, no. If a man is serious, it means that he is taking care of her in financial area too. Oh, my client is typing me in Viber. That's weird. So yeah, if you of course, it will be it will show you as a gentleman and taking care man, and show you how serious you are about her, because you are paying attention to her to her emotional condition. Because it's really hard for a woman to work here in Ukraine, because we work a lot and we earn less if we are employed. And if she is a doctor, it means that she doesn't earn that much. Really, it's not a big salary, and yeah, and she cannot afford to herself a lot of things which she would like to afford. So it's a great step, and it's a great gesture from you to give her financial support, because it means that you want her to be relaxed and be safe and feel safe. Boom. What's next? My experience. Mm, I lost. What was my last comment? Yeah, financially. So go by gut feeling. Oh yeah, go by gut feeling. Yes, that's right. Because your body sometimes knows more, it feels more, and don't pay too much attention to your brain, to your mind, to your neocortex part, because it doesn't. It's rational, but it's great. And but let it go in accounting, in financial, in budget area, and in this context. But not don't be rational in relationships. Be realistic, of course, and make everything real, but sometimes let go your body and feel different emotions, because sometimes you are too tight, you are too intense, probably. Because she said that a doctor in her country does not make that much money is helping Ukrainian girl the right thing to do. It's totally definitely the right thing to do, and that's really great. And if it's if this money is acceptable, I mean this amount of money, that's great, that's amazing. I'm proud of you. Really. On the first day, is it good to eat a little and then talk and then walk around 1 or 2 hours? I'm offering to have the first date only up at well I have so many messages in my Telegram and Viber. I recommend actually to have the first date up to 2 hours, not more. Because you need to give yourself some time to realize what happened. How do you feel? How do you feel with this woman? Yep. And whether you wanna go for the second date or not. So don't spoil, don't spoil her, and uh, don't waste her time, because she might not like you, of course, and you might not like her. So give this limit to yourself first of all, and to herself, so you can always continue on the next day, and that would be much better than spend 5 or 6 hours with a stranger, and having no topics to discuss. So 2 hours, that's maximum. Unfortunately, our guts are not calibrated well to Slavic women. No, your gut feeling, it calibrates all feelings and all women well. So just trust to yourself more, guys. But I would say always trust God if all else is failing you. No, you are, I don't know, you don't estimate yourself well. I don't want you to behave like this. Work on your self-confidence first of all, because your body knows. When we think that we cannot calibrate, or we don't have this gut feeling, it means that our rider of our elephant, yes, of our subconscious mind, he is too strong, that our elephant turned to be so small that we cannot hear his voice, and he cannot even move. Well, this animal cannot even move. So, but this animal, he actually knows what woman is right for you. So please, I want you to trust your gut feelings, and ask yourself what I'm feeling. Am I feeling myself as a man with this woman? Do I feel this driver inside me? Because European and American guys are too rational. That's what I'm seeing. What else? Hey, Kairos. In any situation, the kind of arrangement can get complicated. Support is great thing if help if you can, but if it creates a sense of entitlement or expectation, that then pressure mounts. Anyway, there is no ultimate and best recipe. Every relationships are unique, every situation is unique, every person is unique, and we behave differently in different contexts, in different areas, and with different women we even behave different, and that's, guys, normal. I want you to trust yourself more, because you will wake up with this woman. You will not wake up with her, I don't know, size of breast, with her size of eyes or lips, whatever. You are waking up every morning with a person, with a woman. And that's why I want you to pay more attention to your feelings, because some guys are investing, of course this is an investment, because you are spending your time on fees, you are spending your time and money on fees, on tickets, on coming to Ukraine, paying these expenses, covering these expenses. And of course, some guys, they just, I don't know, got stuck in some relationships because they invested too much money. But I have a question, Guy. Why are you investing in somewhere what doesn't make you joyful, and what doesn't make you happy, and you don't feel this pleasure, and you don't feel this high emotional condition? Why are you investing in this? You are investing that in your rational part. You have invested. You had some image in your mind. You invested to this, but you faced real. But when you are facing your real person, um, it doesn't match with your image. So be realistic. That's why don't put these pink glasses on your eyes. Yes, and be realistic, of course. But on the first date, I want you to pay attention only to your feelings. How do I feel? Not about your expectations, not about your expectations, but about your feeling. How am I feeling with this person? That's all. I went with my gut in first relationship as I started, and I was correct with gut feeling. One woman was train wreck, turned out too much drinking and many other things. Well, guys, it it was okay. We are working on such situations and blah, 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 and on our previous relationships on my course, because it's all this baggage which you are handling on your back, but you are going with all this stuff uh, to your future and to your new relationships. And sometimes we have these filters, in our mind, when we had hurtful relationships, when we had negative experience, and we cut we okay, just imagine yourself like a whole cake, and with every relationships and negative situations, you cut your cake into pieces. And when you step into new relationships, you have, instead of the whole cake, you have only small tiny piece of cake. And of course, you expect from her like a lot of negative things. And when you expect it, your actually mind, your what is it, um reticular formation, it's a small part in our mind, in our brain. It looks for these situations to make this belief more stronger, to make this stronger, yeah, to make it more to make it bigger, to make it more valuable for you. So what you are thinking, this reticular formation is looking for these situations, and it shows you that, okay, you were so sure that she is this action from her means this, and if she behaves like this, she is showing that she is so negative, or she is so bad in behaving to me. So you are improving again your limiting belief. You are thinking about this negative stuff again, and you are looking for these problems again. So we need to break this circle, break this pattern, and install to your reticular formation different filters, so you can look at your woman with different perspective, with different point of view, and with no filters and no glasses on your eyes. I tried my best to explain this. Yeah. So because I told you that in our limbic system, yeah, we create this program, automatical program, which helps us to save our energy and our power, our emotions. And it means situation happened, and we label and attach to this situation some verbal labels, yeah, marks, like shit, negative, blah, 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 bullshit, whatever you mark it, or trash. And then we have we add to these words, yes, we add some hormonal reactions and emotions. And sometimes when we see situation, we already have instant hormonal reaction, or we just use the word which we used before. Our brain labeled this situation like this, yeah, negative one. We already have some stress in our body. Nothing happened, but we are so high in cortisol and noradrenaline. Yes, that's we start to feel this negative and weird, not acceptable, feelings in our body. So that's why I don't think about your previous relationships when you are going on the first dates. Don't put yourself so down. um yeah, what's next? All girls all girls around the world need this security of money. We shouldn't expect it to be different in the Ukraine. I mean, all women, yes, it's instincts, because when you have money or when you have resources, it means that uh, she can give all these needs. She can cover needs for her children. So you give money to your woman gives money and covers needs of the children. That's normal. That's how it works. What things can I do to show a Ukrainian lady that I'm serious? Um, Depends on what are the expectations from your lady, because some ladies are waiting. Okay, uh, walks helix. If when you have these first dates, just write me or mail me or contact me somehow, and I will give you some hints and directions where to go and to show that you are serious about this woman. But turn off your neocortex part of brain, please. Ukrainian perspective with Veronica Olson. Okay. You're only a girl who is committed to you and you are engaged to her. Not when you just dating for a few days. Man is not the provider and protector for the what for the right lady. Yeah, maybe I don't know who is Veronica. Awesome. But, totally agree with Nelly Grimley. Great. I live in Seattle and literally spend more money on Starbucks every month than what it takes to help a Ukrainian woman to be comfortable. Yep. I haven't been in Seattle, but I was in Washington State. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Because well, if you spend that much, yeah, because this financial situation, yeah, it's totally different in the US and in Europe and in Ukraine. So what for you means some little money, for her might mean a lot of money. After 2 months of helping her financially, I could see an obvious change in her behavior and emotions. Well, that's great. A little bit of help goes very long way. Uh, she's now much more happy and relaxed. Yeah, that's great. And you see that she gives you more emotions. She's more open. She is relaxed. She feels that she's a woman of you, and she's treated well, and that means that she can be she can calm down, and she knows that she has a man who can give her some advice and help her if she might face some problems or she might have some issues. That's the process that happens in our minds. I mean, it's not about wasting money. It's about being relaxed and being more to have some common things together as a couple, even on a long distance. I'm a good friend with Alex Pinto. Guys, I don't want you to communicate between yourselves when I'm doing lives, because it's kind of distracting, and for me it's a little bit disrespectful actually, because I'm nervous too, and anyway, and you start this communication, it just makes me feel weird. Ukrainian girls sound like my grandpa. Grandma? What does it mean? Ukrainian girls sound like my grandma. I don't understand this. Thank you. I will contact you before I go on date. Yep. I would like to help you, because you are so nervous, and maybe you are trying to predict all the things, and to create some extra plans in your mind, so you will know what to do. But calm down, you will not be sure what to do. Doesn't matter, is it Ukrainian lady or your nation lady. I know that grandma is mom's mother, but What about sound? I didn't get it. Okay, guys. So I just wanted to remind about subscription to this channel, and thank you for your attention. And yeah, we today covered tips. I will just name 15 of them. So we talked yesterday about being a good listener and put yourself in her shoes. Yeah, try to see how she sees the world. Empathy rather than sympathy. Don't be sorry. Don't feel sorry about her problems if she will decide to share such topics with you on the first date, but I wouldn't recommend because it's a negative hint about her. So feel empathy rather than sympathy. Look for her good points that will make you stay focused on her good sides. And keep in touch after the first date. Just text something good, which what you liked about her, and respect her opinion because it might be totally different from yours, and accept imperfections. You can notice them, and that's normal. It means that when you see imperfections, of course you will not you don't look at her like, oh wow, she's gorgeous, she's amazing. No, it means that you are realistic and you see some weaknesses of her, but Спасибо, хорошо, Maria. Yeah, thank you. But you are accepting this. You see this and you are ready to accept them. So, yeah, right or happy. Ask yourself if you try to be, I don't know, when you are starting, especially arguing with a woman. Yeah, you sometimes turn on this position and turn on the scene. You are wrong and I'm right. So I don't want you to be like this, and ask yourself, is it what is more important for me, being right or being happy with her? And remember that life is finite, yeah, and take actions. Don't be so reflexive and be sometimes active. Don't procrastinate, don't postpone, don't delay. Just wake up and act. Stop trying to change people, and that's the great advice, which can be used in different areas of life. So that's a good hint too for you. Value the differences because you can learn a lot from the differences and from different points of view. Don't expect her to be clairvoyant, and of course, I'm teaching women to do the same, according to the guys. And take the long-term view, and again ask yourself what's gonna make you happy in 10 years, in 20 years. And do I see myself happy with this woman? Do I believe that I will be happy with this woman? Yes, it's about your emotions, it's about your comfort, and do you believe that you can make this woman happy, and she can make you happy? It's only about that. There are no guarantees, no securities in marriage. Doesn't matter is it Ukrainian lady or I don't know, European lady. So just try to find her specialties, try to find something unique, which makes you feel like a man around her. And what would be what will turn this light, what will warm you up. So that's one my points and my material for you. So thank you. I think I will be online on Wednesday at, I think it's 10 p.m. Eastern time, because for me it's 5 a.m. in Ukraine. So I will wake up early. So please, guys, I will await you on Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern time. So again, be subscribed, and if you are not if you are not applied for my free course and didn't send the email, I want to be like 27, Maria's. So please do this, because we will discuss. You will get some exercises. You will get some homework from me, and we will share. I will share some techniques, some useful tools for your mindset, which you can install once in your mind, and then you can use it in your relationships. Doesn't matter, it's woman or it's a business or relationships or whatever. So it's helpful anyway, and you will be happy that you learn such easy and quick tools to help you, to help yourself first of all, and maybe help your woman, because it's great that somebody can sometimes give you a hand, and give you some help. So I hope I will be one of like 27. Yeah, I need to ask Joseph about our list of participants. Yep, and on this course we will share. You will share with me your specific situations, questions, and some intimate things. And of course, we will talk about sexual context and about your previous and about your exes, because it's important what baggage you have on your back and what skeletons you have in your closets. So yeah, be subscribed, stay tuned, and I don't know, come to Ukraine, bring chocolate from your country. One box for me and one box for your lady. Jokes. Sorry. So anyway, have a good time and thank you for your attention. See you guys on next videos. Bye.